Sitting around the campfire singing songs of yore, playing till my fingers are sore 'cause they always want one more. Yeah, we're sitting around the campfire singing songs of yore, playing till my fingers are sore on the Campfire Troubadour. A good day to you fine gentlemen and ladies. Thank you for joining me today for a wee bit of singing and a wee history lesson. Now they call me Two Wives, the Campfire Troubadour, singing songs of yore and songs about yore. Now today I'll be singing a song called the Black Velvet Band. Now there's almost 100 versions of this traditional ballad that have been collected. It was first published on a broadside sometime around 1800. The beginning location for the song varies. Sometimes it takes place in Ireland, and sometimes in England. The song was also quite popular in Australia. Van Diemen's Land was the colonial name for the island of Tasmania. It was so named after Anthony Van Diemen, Governor General of the Dutch East Indies. Now the first British settlement was established in 1803, and it became a separate colony in 1825. The British Empire established several penal settlements on Van Diemen's Land due to the harsh environment, isolation, and its reputation for being inescapable. Two of the most well-known penal settlements were Macquarie Harbour and Port Arthur. On January 1st, 1856, the colony of Van Diemen's Land was officially renamed Tasmania to shed its unsavory link with the penal settlements, although the last of those, Port Arthur, wasn't closed until 1877. The island, it was renamed to honor Abel Tasman, the first European to visit the island. In a neat little town called Belfast, apprentice to trade I was bound, and many an hour sweet happiness I spend in that quaint little town, till a sad misfortune came o'er me, which caused me to stray from the land, far away from me friends and relations, betrayed by the Black Velvet Band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. I took a stroll down Broadway, meaning not long for to stay, when who should I meet but this pretty Colleen come a-traipsing along the highway. She was both fair and handsome, her neck it was just like a swan, and her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. As I was strolling with this pretty Colleen, a gentleman passed us by. Well, I knew she meant the undoing of me by the look in her roguish black eyes. A gold watch she took from his pocket, and she slipped it right into me hand. The law came and put me in shackles, bad luck to the Black Velvet Band. And her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, for trial I had to appear. And the judge, he says to me, young man, the case against you is quite clear. I give you 7 years penal servitude. You're going to Van Diemen's land, far away from your friends and relations, for following that black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all ye jolly young fellows, I'll have you take warning from me. Whenever you're out on the town, me boyos, beware of them pretty colleens, for they fill you with whiskey and porter until you're unable to stand. And the very next thing that you know, me lads, you landed in Van Diemen's land. Her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Yes, her eyes, they shone like the diamonds, and I thought her the queen of the land. Her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Well, thank you for joining me today for a wee bit of singing and a wee history lesson. I hope you enjoyed our time together and mayhap even learned a wee bit. Until we meet again, I remain your humble servant, Two Wives, the Campfire Troubadour.